Welcome to the Vox Pathfinder 15R channel, and today we're discussing a very cheap solution to getting a stereo rig going. Have you ever thought about having 2 amps come off of your guitar, but you didn't have the money or the coin to afford a splitter pedal or one of those selector type switch pedals? Well, I'm going to show you something that only costs you a few bucks and probably something you already have. Number one, a Boss pedal. Preferably one you don't like. Why? Because you're not going to use it for its effect. You're just going to use the Boss's built-in buffer. Why are we using a buffer? Well, when you split a signal, the signal deteriorates. This buffer will fix that. So right here is the first part of the magic. Okay? So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to put your 9-volt battery in here. You don't even want to power this with your iSpot, power. Just a 9-volt. You're not going to use it. It's going to be in the off position. Second thing, for a few bucks from Sweetwater, you're going to get one of these 1/4-inch male mono to 2 1/4-inch female mono adapters. Okay? Now, let me just break this open with one hand. It's always easiest. Hold on a second. I can just fish it over to this corner. I can pull it out. Okay, so there she is. So what do? See where it says output? Done. And I have a 2 amp rig set up, ready to go and demonstrate. Again, you are not going to use this effect. So if you got an old Boss pedal that you don't care for, you just got yourself a stereo rig. So let's just show how it bolts up. Alright. So here is amp A. I have the guitar cord from amp A right here. Preferably you just want to get a short patch cord. I'm just going to plug it in. If I can plug it in. There we go. Okay, here is amp B. We got this cord all ready to go. You plug it into the other half. If you don't drop everything in sight, So there you go. You got one going to this amp and the other going to that amp. And then we're going to come plug in from the guitar. Effect works, but we're not using it. We're just using its buffering capability. So I'm going to demonstrate 1 amp at a time. First we're going to demonstrate this amp, switch that off, then I'm going to demonstrate this amp, and then we're going to use a bit of the chorus, and we're going to get a stereo chorus. That's another feature of this pedal, of this setup. If you have pedals with certain built-in features, you can get a true stereo setup going. All right, let me just. So you can see both amps in that setup. And hopefully this works. I ran out of guitar chords, so I had to do a makeshift thing for my lead chord. So you get the point? That's off. Amp B. Now let's put in amp A back into the mix. Okay, they're both in. Now what I'm going to do with this cool setup, with certain pedals, this is going to be your dry amp and this can be your wet amp, and this chorus pedal, I am not sending a stereo signal to here. I'm only sending that wacky like flange type setting, but since the dry signal is going here first, you're going to get a true stereo chorus. To prove to you I'm getting a true chorus, I'm going to switch this amp off and you're not going to hear a real chorus out of this one. It's like a harmonic tremolo effect, but you need the dry effect with it to get that chorusing. So if you have a harmonic tremolo, you can get that effect really nice. Now just to show you, I can put this into mono mode and you'll get the true chorus. Hold on a second. So back in stereo mode, but see I'm not using both outputs, so I'm getting that harmonic tremolo effect because I'm only using, it's pushing on a dry and a wet signal. Now you could use this in place of that, but say you didn't own a pedal like this, this is how you could get this stereo rig to work. Now I'm going to turn on the tube amp, and as it's warming up, I'm playing this gig, this little ditty from Boston, and you're going to start to hear the effect go from this harmonic tremolo to a full chorus. Okay, that's been the Vox Pathfinder 15R channel. I'm glad you tuned in to see how you can get a nice stereo rig setup for cheap, for just a few bucks, and a pedal you probably already own. And we will be doing follow-up videos to this. So thanks for tuning in.